our host.
We are the musicians on this fine day. We will sing and dance and tell many merry jests. Will we not, girls?
Yes.
Aye, indeed. Thank you for inviting us.
Nay, sir.
Yeah, but you take it.
And can you build that? Because this is the climax. Can you get upper level?
What is this?
Can you leave again?
When Angela
When I go, then you can take her up to the shade.
Yes.
Why? Just to get her out of the way.
So that there's room.
so that and then people can see them.
Actors, but it's places for the volunteers. So you want to grab? So,
I had so many choices. I did not know what to wear today. The velvet was more suitable for the occasion. However, with the heat and being out of doors, I did think perchance that the lighter lemon yellow would be more suited.
Spheres till they return. What if her eyes were there? They in her head. The brightness of her cheek would shame those stars as daylight doth a lamp. Her eye in heaven would through the airy region stream so bright that birds would sing and think it were not night. See how she leans her cheek upon her hand. Oh, that I were a glove upon that hand, that I might touch that cheek.
I mean...
She speaks! Oh, speak again, bright angel.
Oh.
For thou art as glorious to this night, being o'er my head as is a winged messenger of heaven.
Romeo. Romeo. Wherefore art thou Romeo? And the word would smell as sweet. So Romeo would, were he not Romeo called, retain that dear perfection which he owes without that title. Romeo, doff thy name, and for thy name which is no part of thee, take all myself.
Hey, me as I word! Call me but love, and I'll be new baptized.
Thou not Romeo and a Montague.
Neither, fair maid, if either thee dislike.
How camest thou hither? Tell me, and wherefore? The orchard walls are high and hard to climb, and the place death, considering who thou art, if any of my kinsmen find thee here.
With love's light wings did I o'erperch these walls. The stony limits cannot hold love out, and what love can do, that dares love attempt. Therefore thy kinsmen are no stop to me.
If they do see thee, they will murder thee.
Allah, then 20 of their swords. Look thou but sweet, and I am proof against their enmity.
I would not for the world they found thee here.
I have night's cloak to hide me from their eyes. And but thou love me, let them find me here. My life were better ended by their hate than death, prorogued wanting of thy love.
By whose direction foundst thou out this place?
What shall I swear by?
Well, do not swear. Or if thou wilt, swear by thy gracious self, which is the God of my idolatry, and I'll believe it.
If my
Well,
heart
do not
dear
swear. Although I joy in thee, I have no joy in this contract tonight. It is too rash, too unadvised, too sudden, too like the lightning which does cease to be ere one can say it lightly sweet good night. This bud of love by summer's ripening breath may prove a beauteous flower when next we meet. Good night. Good night. A sweet repose and rest come to thy heart.
the exchange of thy love's faithful vow for mine.
I gave thee mine, before thou didst request it. And yet I would it were to give again.
Wouldst thou withdraw it? For what purpose? Love?
To be frank, and give it thee again, and yet I wish but for the thing I have. My bounty is as boundless as the sea. My love as deep. The more I give to thee, the more I have. For both are infinite. Oh, I hate the noise of this. Poor York. But that I hate thee deadly! I should lament thy miserable state. I prithee grieve to make me merry, York. What? That thy fiery heart so parch thine entrails that not a tear can fall for Rutland's death? Why art thou silent, man? Thou shouldst be mad, and I to make thee mad, to mock thee thus, stamp, rave, and fret that I may sing and dance. Thou wouldst be fiend, I see, to make me sport. York cannot speak unless he wear a crown for York. And lords, bow low to him, hold you his hands, whilst I do set it on. Yes, marry, sir. Now looks he like a king. Aye, in Henry's glory, and rob the temples of the diadem. Now, in his life, against your holy oath. Oh, 'tis a fault. Too unpardonable. Off with the crown, and with the crown, his head. And whilst we breathe, take time to do him dead.
Playfellows to dust. Thy broken faith had made a prey for worms. What wilt thou swear by now? Oh, time to come. Thou hast misused in time or past. The children live. Parents thou hast butchered. The parents live whose children thou hast slaughtered. Swear not by time to come for that. Thou hast misused, ere used by time misused or past.
I intend to prosper and repent.
But use their abuses in common places. I know no law.
Now, sir.
Bring them away.
What is your name and what's the matter?
If it please your honor, I am the poor Duke's constable and Elbow is my name. I do lean upon justice, sir, and do bring before your good honor 2 notorious benefactors.
Benefactors? What benefactors are they? Are they not malefactors?
If it please your honor, I know not well what they are, but precise villains they are, that I am sure of, and void of all profanation in the world that good Christians ought to have.
This comes off well. Here's a wise officer.
Go to! What quality are they of? Elbow is your name? Why dost thou not speak, Elbow?
He cannot, sir. He is out at elbow.
What are you, sir?
He's a tapster, sir, parcel bard, one that serves the bad woman, whose house, sir, was, as they say, plucked down in the suburbs. And now she professes a hot house, which I think is a very ill house, too.
How dost thou know that?
By my wife, sir, whom I bring before your honor.
Is she an honest woman?
Aye, sir, and I thank heaven she's an honest woman.
Dost thou detest her, therefore?
I say so myself, sir, and I detest myself as well as she, that this woman, if this house, if it be not a God's house, it is pity of her life, for it is a naughty house.
How dost thou know that, constable?
Why, sir, by my wife, who, if she had been a woman carnally given, might have been accused of fornication, adultery, and all uncleanliness there.
By the woman's means?
I, sir, by Mistress Overdone's means. But as she spit in his face, so she defied him.
Sir, if it please your honor, this is not so.
Prove it before these varlets here, thou honorable man. Prove it!
You hear how he misplaces.
Sir, she came in, great with child and longing, saving your honor's reverence, for stewed prunes. Sir, we had but two in the house at that very distant time stood, as it were, in a fruit dish. A dish of some threepence. Your honors have seen such dishes. They're not china dishes, but very good dishes.
Go to, no matter for the dish, sir.
No, indeed, sir, not of a pin. You are therein in the right. But to the point. Mistress Elbow, as I said, being with child and being great-bellied and longing, as I said, for prunes, and having but two in the house, this man, Master Frost here, this very man, having to rest, and having paid for them very honestly, as I said, for as I told you, Master Frost, I could not give you threepence again.
No, indeed.
Why, very well then. You being then, if you be remembered, cracking the stones of the aforesaid prunes. So I did, indeed. Why, very well. I'm telling you then, if you be remembered, that such one and such a one were past cure of the thing you wot of. Unless, of course, they kept very good diets.
All this is true.
Why, very well, then, I hope here be true.
Come, sir, you are a tedious fool. What was done to Elbow's wife that he hath cause to complain of? Come me to what was done.
So your honor cannot come to that yet.
No, sir, nor I mean it not.
But you shall come to it. By your honor's leave. And I beseech you, sir, look into this gentleman here. A gentleman, sir, of some 80 pounds a year, whose father died on Hallowmass. But 'twas not on Hallowmass, Master Frog?
All Hallandine. Why, very well then. I hope here be true. He, sir, sitting, as I said, in our chair, 'twas in the bunch of grapes,
Where indeed you have the desire to sit and not Master Frog. And so, because it is an open room and good for winter. Why, very well then, I hope he'll be true.
This will last out a night in Russia, when nights are longest there. I'll take my leave. Leave you to the hearing of the calls, hoping you'll find good cause to whip them all.
I think no less. Good morrow to your lordship. Now, sir. Come on. What was done to Elbow's wife? Once more, ha!
Sir, there was nothing done to her once.
I beseech you, sir. Ask him what this man did to my wife.
I beseech you, sir, ask me.
Well, sir, what did this gentleman to her?
I beseech you, sir, look into this Master Froth here, Sir Master Froth. Look into his honor's face, for 'tis for a good purpose. And, does your honor mark his face?
Aye, sir, very well.
Nay, sir, I pray you, mark it well.
Well, I do so.
Does your honor see any harm in this man's face?
I know.
Well, I'll be supposed upon a book his face is the worst thing about him. Good, then, if his face be the worst thing about him, how could Master Froth do the constable's wife any harm? I would know that of your honor.
He's in the right. Constable, what say you to it?
First, and it like you. The house is a respected house. Next, this is a respected fellow, and his mistress a respected woman.
By this hand, sir, his wife is a more respected person than any of us all.
Oh, thou varlet, thou liest, wicked varlet. The time has yet come that she was never respected with man, woman, or child.
Sir, she was respected with him before he married with her.
Which is the wiser here, justice or iniquity?
Oh,
Is this true?
oh, thou varlet. Oh, thou wicked Annabelle. I respected with her before I was married. if ever I respected with her, or she with me, let not your worship think me the poor Duke's officer. Prove this, my wicked varlet. Prove it, or I'll have my action of battery on thee!
She took you a box of the ear, you might have your action of slander too.
Mary, sir, Mary. What is your honour's worship I should do with this wicked caitiff?
Truly, Sir Officer, because he hath some offences in him which thou wouldst discover if thou couldst. Let him continue in his courses till thou knowest what they are.
Mary, sir, I thank your good worship for it. Now thou seest, thou wicked varlet, now what's come upon thee, thou art to continue now. Thou art to continue. Ha! Thou art to continue. Come. Ha! Thou art to continue, varlet. Thou art to continue.
No, I just want to get out. Okay, I just want to get water in the house.
Okay, thank you.
Bravo!
Some of you may know, initially we meant to present Antony and Cleopatra, which we may do another year, but to give you just a bit of it for those of you who came out this afternoon. Tina?
Cleopatra in the last act is trying to decide whether she will actually take on her fourth lover, her fourth Roman lover, or whether in fact she's going to, she decides just after this to die with Antony. I dreamt there was an emperor, Antony. Oh, such another dream that I might see, but such another man. His face was as the heavens, wherein stuck a sun and a moon, which kept their course and lighted the little earth, this O. His legs bestrid the ocean, his reared arm crested the world. His voice was propagated as all the tuned spheres, and that to friends. But when he went to shake and quail the orb, then was he rattling thunder for his bounty. There was no autumn in it. There was no winter in it. An autumn it was that grew the more by reaping. His delights were dolphin-like. They showed his back above the element he lived in. In his livery walked crowns and crownets, realms and islands were as plates dropped from his pocket. Think you there was, or might be, such a man as this I dreamt of? Right, who is the man of the law and a very spiritual person, struggling to make sense of their sexuality. And you have the Duke of Vienna, who's the kind of god figure, who disguises himself as a friar in order to see how Angelo, who's a very, very right-wing, I'm trying to think, it's not quite Jesse Helm, it's a Ralph Reed figure, right, who has these are the rules by which we will live, and I personally will not fall at all. So on the one level, there's this spiritual struggle going on about what are the rules we should live our life, and then there's all the whores and the pimps of the low life, doing whatever they like, having sex even in the courtroom. kind of just being outrageous. But Shakespeare balances these two things, right? He balances the lowlife who are just making a living, trying to live, exploiting sex, and then this spiritual lot, the Zealot lot, trying to struggle with these ideas. And what happens to Angelo when he actually falls violently in love with this nun, and then of course he's crass. Eventually he, attempts to rape her. And so we get right into another of the something which is very much in the forefront of, as the Duke says, this is old news, but it is every day's news, right? And so we're really trying to get these two extremes of the ecstatic poetry of the spiritual struggle, and then the clowns messing around in very kind of broad terms underneath the measure for measure. So that's one theme that's going through. The other theme which you should know about is that it was, when Shakespeare wrote the play, it was a time of enormous change in the Elizabethan life. We had just come from the Middle Ages. We end up with redemptive love, and everybody ends up not dead after all, and they can all live happily ever after, which is how you know it's a comedy. But occasionally in the very poetic scenes, it feels as if it's it's going to be a tragedy. It actually turns out great. So that's what Measure for Measure's about.
Oh, for $10 I'll kiss the chicken. For $15 you can hit me in the head with this. Go ahead. All right. Anyone else? Let's see what else I can. Oh. Continue. We'll be back.
So don't forget to look at our wish list.
Mintus hide up and down, up and down, he walked, 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 up and down.